Hello everyone, in this video we're going to take a look at the JTR 210RM. If you've been following the channel, you know I'm in search for new speakers for my front, left, right, and center. I've had a few speakers in here already. You can check the reviews for those speakers on the channel. I'll leave links in the description section below. I've wanted to hear a JTR speaker for a while. I reached out to that team, super responsive, great customer service, very patient because I had a lot of questions. I was stuck between the two-way 210 HT, the three-way 210 RM, and the three-way 212 HTR. I figured for my room, I really didn't need the 210 HTR. It has bigger woofers and it's ported, so it can get super loud and extend very low, but I figured either of the 210 should be plenty loud for my room. Same deal with bass extension. For what I need, bass extension on either of the 210 should be plenty, and with my sub doing all the heavy lifting in the bass region. So I felt like I didn't need the 212s and I could save a bit. I still had to make a decision between the 210 HT and the 210 RM. I ultimately went with the 210 RM. I wanted to hear what that high-end time-aligned coaxial compression driver could do. This is a big speaker, 85 pounds, 34 inches high, 12¼ inches wide, and 14 inches deep. Two 10-inch high excursion woofers. Crossover from the horn is 500 hertz. Behind the horn is the coaxial compression driver housing both the tweeter and mid-range. I mentioned it's a three-way speaker. Frequency response is 60 hertz up to 24,000 hertz. 95 dB sensitivity, so super efficient, and it's a 4 ohm speaker. Again, I only have the center before I went all in on the full LCR setup. I wanted to try the speaker. This is not a demo unit. I bought this with my own money. It's not ideal to pair it with two fronts that don't match, but like all the other centers I had in here and reviewed recently, I was able to get a good idea of what the 210RM has to offer as a center speaker, and it offers a lot. This is an absolute beast of a speaker. It has as much output as I could handle. I ran the speaker in many different scenarios. I ran it with all of my speakers. I ran it with all of my speakers but without the subwoofer. I ran it only with the subwoofer. I ran it all alone without the subwoofer. I was very impressed throughout each scenario. Again, not an ideal setup, but I was able to get an experience and compare it to some other speakers I've had in here under the same scenarios. Ideal or not, it's apples to apples, and the JTR is a great speaker. I'll show a few demos. Like I said, I used the 210RM in a variety of scenarios. No subwoofer in any of these demos. In the final two demos, the 210 is all by itself, no other speakers. This scene from Godzilla vs. Kong is all big, powerful, full, room-filling sound, and the JTR delivers. Lots going on in this scene. There is something happening everywhere. The 210RM is picking up the foreground and background sounds, tons of output. I cranked this movie up as high as I could take it, and it was plenty clear and detailed. Gran Turismo. The JTR did a great job picking up the beefy, thick roar of the cars in this movie.
These cars are heavy and fast. Control those vehicles.
I watch all kinds of movies in my home theater. Barry Lyndon is an absolute masterpiece with an excellent mono audio track. Dialogue comes through clean and clear.
He then takes a airing in his carriage.
Barry presented his reports regularly at the minister's office. The details were arranged between him and the Chevalier beforehand.
The 210RM has some very impressive extension into lower frequencies. I'd still recommend pairing it with the sub. It has lots of output. I went to my limit with the volume and it seemed like there was much more room left to really push it harder. There was nothing that I heard that I did not like. The experience was everything I expected it to be. I will say it's a big speaker, bigger than it probably looks in this video, so be aware it will take up some space. It has a simple look, but I like it. For people that follow the channel, you've probably seen my video from over a year ago where I reviewed the PSA MTM212. Very similar speaker. The inevitable question, which is better, the PSA MTM212 or the JTR 210RM? I'm addressing it in this video because I'm anticipating it being asked. While I will be completely honest, just be mindful this is only my opinion. It's not intended to offend. It's been a while since I had the PSAs in here, and I had a full 5.1 setup with those while I just have a single JTR speaker here. But I do think the JTR gets the edge. There is a smoothness to it throughout everything I heard, more even, very natural, a bit of a better presence in my home theater. The PSAs are no slouch at all. Those had two 12-inch woofers, and they can easily hang in terms of output. That's just a fact, but the horn itself is different. And while they both have a coaxial compression driver for the mid-range and tweeter, that too is different. And those mids and highs hit my ear a little different. Again, I lean toward the JTR. It's a little smoother, a bit more even, more natural sounding. I'll leave it at that because this is a review for the JTR 210RM. Not so much a comparison video, but I did want to mention that because I'm sure it'll come up. That is the review for the JTR 210RM. Will JTR make up my new LCRs? We shall see, so stay tuned. If you have any questions or would like to leave a comment about the JTR 210RM, leave it in the comment section below. Please like this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe.